What's going on, guys, and welcome to episode 14 here today of #AskGSM for GM here in WWE 2K22 My GM mode. We are in Chicago, Illinois this week for SmackDown. I just had an issue where I rebooted the game. Not rebooted it, but obviously I filmed the last episode a few days ago as of this recording. Turned off the game after booking the show for this week. And I just played the game. I just turned on the game for the first time since then. And then for the first time, oddly, it just went right to the text messages that I was having with AJ and Ricochet at the end of last week's episode. So usually when I reboot the game and like open back up and whatever for the next time I record, it, brings me to where I left off, because it's not as if I did that week and then turned off the game. We spent another 5-10 minutes booking this card for this week. Thankfully, we record all this stuff, so I would have had to do it from memory, but I looked back at the end of last week's episode and saw what I did. And before, regardless of whether that was going to happen or not, got to give thanks to Jared Jackson Ferrans on YouTube, Twitter. He's awesome. Known him for a long time. He actually gave me the comment on last week's video that cleared my misconception up. That, remember I mentioned like the whole GM interference thing. I did GM interference on Cena's behalf by accident when it should have been on AJ's behalf, because with the run-ins and the interference work differently. If you have GM interference, the person that you put him with, like for example, like having Cedric against AJ, that means that he's helping that person. With GM interference, with run-in, if I'm having Cedric go after Cena, he's not helping him, he's attacking Cena. So it's very confusing. I don't know why it is that way. To me, that is very strange. So I fixed that for this week. I've been doing the run-ins correctly this entire time, which is good. I have not been doing the GM interference correctly, the interference from the GM correctly. I only did it wrong twice, which, cost me, not AJ Styles, but his morale took a major boost, or a major decrease, unfortunately. But let's get to this week's show. Before I even get to the card and run that down before we get going here, I think I did this all at the end of last week's episode. I just did this again anyway. Thunderdome, Veteran Crew, Network Quality Lights, Effects, Pyro, blah, blah, blah. Superstar signings, that's just the norm there. The power cards, I purchased those 2 power cards. I think I did that last week. I had to do this all over again. And I used the Extreme Rules one, where it helps boost the rating for an Extreme Rules match, which we will have on this show. And the double cost one I'm not using yet. I also used the free booking crew as well. Ratings were still getting killed by Monday Night Raw, specifically William Regal. And I'm fulfilling the commissioner goal, which is going to get me a health spa for this week. I could probably start using those on talent. The problem is that the people that I would use it on are on the show. So, let's see for a second. Going to the power cards. Health spa. Send the chosen superstar to a top spa to recover for 6 or more stamina this week. They will be booked. They will be busy this week and be unable to be booked for this week's show. So, who can I even use that on? His stamina is 72, 83, 95, 81, 83, 72. I mean, we haven't used Trent in a while. The people that I would use it on are all on the show is the issue. So, whatever. As far as the journal goes, I'm turning Ricochet heel this week, which he wanted at the end of last week's episode. And then we have contract stuff, blah, 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 blah. I already gave Jeff a rematch. I don't know why that still says in progress. I'm going to give him a rematch anyway, even though him and Edge have not had a feud formally on the show. I'm having my own feud. I said this last week. I've been booking a feud between Edge and Jeff Hardy. The game does not recognize that for some reason, and they are not currently technically feuding in the game. They have no fucking level up, level 1, level 2 rivalry, but whatever. So for this week's show, opening match, Candice LeRae and Rhea Ripley, who've had something of a soft alliance in recent weeks here on SmackDown. Rhea is the SmackDown Women's Champion. She won the championship by beating Banks back at the last pay-per-view with the help of Candice, and Sasha beat Candice last week on the show. It's going to be Toni Storm and Sasha taking on Rhea and Candice. Natalya is attacking Toni after, I think Toni called out Natalya, or Natalya called out Toni last week, so that's what's going on there. Ricochet is turning heel this week. Roman Reigns and Tyler Bate, the rematch between these two. Looking forward to that. Keith Lee calling out Edge after he beat Edge last week. Keith Lee wants a rematch, or wants a rematch with Edge, but this time for the Universal Championship. More tag team action, Edge and AJ Styles taking on their arch rivals, John Cena and Jeff Hardy. Cedric interfering on AJ's behalf, because they are the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions 2 times. and he's going after Cena. Rollins heard what Owens had to say last week, and he's going to be calling him out saying, listen, you're not the most underutilized star on the show. I am. I'm popular, and they're doing nothing with me, so I'm calling you out, buddy. And then in the main event, it says that this feud is stale, but we got to blow it off formally. Dakota Kai, Tegan Nox, one more time, Extreme Rules match. And that's what we're probably going to be watching this week. So that's the show. Let's get right into it. Confirm booking. Let's go. Tegan and Dakota, I remember having a good match the last time they went one-on-one. All right, so Candice and Rhea versus Sasha and Tony. I can't watch the match anyway. Simulate. 2, 3. Rhea and Candice pick up the victory. Candice lost to Sasha last week, so this kind of gives her heat back. Rhea picks up her first win as the SmackDown Women's Champion. Rivalry grows. Good stuff. Ricochet heel turn. Excellent promo. That's surprising. Let's see if that helps his morale at all. Roman against Tyler Bate, the rematch. I am tempted to watch this one. I am tempted, but I don't know. We have an Extreme Rules match in the main event. That should be good. I have to go with that. So we'll simulate this one. Roman and Tyler. Tyler Bate beats Roman Reigns. I think Roman won the first one, but I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to go back and check. I don't remember. It was so long ago. But the rivalry grows, though. That's good. This would continue this feud with Keith Lee calling out Edge. Good promo rating with Keith calling out Edge. So maybe we'll do that at the next pay-per-view. I'm not sure. A triple threat with Keith and Jeff against Edge would be great. But maybe we'll just do Edge and Jeff on TV next week, like an Extreme Rules tables match or whatever. Non-title, though. Edge and AJ against John Cena and Jeff Hardy, running from Cedric. AJ is beat up a little bit, so might have to give him some time off one of these weeks. AJ and Cena, or Edge and AJ, rather, pick up the win. Good match. We're doing well this week as far as the ratings go. Excellent promo from Rollins calling out Kevin Owens. And Dakota Kai versus Tegan Nox. I almost burst Simulate. We are watching this matchup. I don't remember, honestly, who won the other matches. I think Tegan beat Dakota the last time we watched this. Tegan is the heel. Dakota is one half of the Women's Tag Team Champion. So I'm thinking next week we do the Women's Tag Team title matchup with Natalya and Bayley versus Tony and Dakota. They haven't won them, I don't think. So we'll probably have to do that next week. And Tony and Natalya feuding anyway. It makes sense. All right, who's coming up first? Dakota Kai is the first one out. Again, we are in Chicago tonight, which is pretty cool. Out comes Tegan Nox. I heard a rumor she might be on her way back to WWE, which is awesome. By the time this goes up, maybe she came back on Raw, SmackDown, who knows?
Well, here comes the girl with the shiny.
Love Tegan Nox, though. I'm excited to see her back. Hopefully they do bring her back. All right, this is going to be an Extreme Rules match, like I said, and it's nice having feuds that aren't over titles. I think Tegan and... Was it Rhea? I think it was Tegan and Rhea that lost to Dakota and Tony when Tony and Dakota became Women's Tag Team Champions a month or so ago. Great match. But this feud is not over those Women's Tag Team titles. It started over that. This is just personal beef between two people that fucking hate each other. I think Dakota and Tegan at some point would be a great team, I will say that. Tegan's the heel, Dakota's the face, oddly enough. It was the roles reversed in real life a few years ago, but I feel like those two have great chemistry. Nice drop kick from Dakota. Stomps right on Tegan. Let's see here. Irish ripping the ropes. Oh, Dakota goes flying. Tegan taunting Dakota. Boos from the Chicago crowd. They're getting a good show here tonight based off the ratings alone. Don't think it's going to be enough to... Oh, my God! Oh, and a splash to Dakota to the outside from the top turnbuckle. Jesus Christ. I don't think it's going to be enough to really... I mean, Raw, it seems like anytime I have a good show, like a great show, Raw does better. It's fucking annoying. Fucking annoying. And then anytime I have like a decent show or a mediocre show... Oh my God! Oh, she missed. What an idiot. I managed to beat Raw. It doesn't make any sense. The rivalry being stale in the game, and they have been feuding for a while, does not give me hope these two are going to get a great rating. I should have done this match a week or two ago. I couldn't have had to switch it up for some reason. We were going to do it a week or two ago, but I had to change it. But I have hope that the card that I used for the Extreme Rules thing, 2 Extreme or whatever, is going to help me and boost the rating for this match. So fingers crossed. Tegan with the most babyface taunt ever. And she's a heel. Why is she posing like a diva? That's so weird. I mean, she is a diva, quote unquote, but like, I'm talking like early 2000s, like, oh, like that's what we used to, like they used to do, they all probably had the same fucking poses in those early video games, because they all were like the stereotypical, like, oh, we're divas, we're sexual objects, according to Vince McMahon, all this other dumb shit. Thankfully, no longer the case. Oh my god! Oh, and a bat to the stomach! Tegan takes the bat from Dakota. Oh my god! That's got to give her the advantage.
Feeding off the WWE Universe's energy.
Ooh, nice. I feel like we have more of a women's tag team division on our... Oh, nice drop kick from Dakota. We have more of a women's tag team division on our show than WWE does in real life between 2 fucking brands. That is hilariously sad. Nice kick from Dakota. This is very evenly matched so far. The health bars are fairly similar. Seems like Dakota has a slight edge. Oh, is she going for her finisher?
Coast to coast.
Oh, she missed! She missed the kick in the corner. Dakota, or Tegan gets out of the way. Code Red! Beautiful Code Red. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2. Oh, she kicks out at 2. Man, she's got to hit that. She's got to kick that shiniest wizard finisher of hers in order to secure this victory. Kick to the gut. Here we go. Shiniest wizard. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Tegan Nox picking up the win. Great little fun match there. Did not last long, but that was a lot of fun. Love that Dakota went for her finisher. Tegan reverses and picks up the win from there. That's great. It would have been nice if she didn't go for the pin right after that Code Red and she went right for her finisher, but, you know, makes sense. I love how realistic the games are. It's awesome. Like, as far as going for a finisher, reverse, and then, you know, Tegan wins soon after. Classic match! That is great. Not completely 5 stars, but it wasn't in the Tokyo Dome, so I understand. Fan-fucking-tastic. All right, let's see how this bodes well for our show this week. I want to say I have hope, but every time I get my hopes up, I get disappointed, and I get ravaged by Raw, so I hope that's not the case this week. Raw's going to get 5 stars because it's fucking Monday Night Raw, and their storylines are terrible, but whatever, and they also do the same shit every fucking week. John Morrison and Roderick Strong versus Drew and Ivar. This might be the first time they've done this match. I feel like we've seen this a million times. And also, the stamina for some of these people is just terrible, by the way.
1, 2,
Simulation. Roderick Strong and John Morrison. Great match. Rivalry improves. Who cares? Hogan promo, who just beat Eric Bischoff last week. Excellent. I mean, it's Hulk Hogan. No shit. Mace versus Humberto for the millionth fucking time.
2, 3.
Normal match. Humberto wins. Nice. Not that I say nice, but who cares? Self-promo from Becky, up 3 stars. Santos and Goldberg.
1, 2, 3.
I think these two are feuding currently. Great match. Yeah, we are getting fucked this week. God damn it. Self-promo. How does he have a 6-point excellent promo? It's fucking Marcel Bartel. I mean, look at their stamina. They got 31 and 34. They're working Extreme Rules matches every fucking week.
1, 2, 3.
God, how are these women not hurt? Tamina beating Io Sky. That is egregiously bad. At least we had the better main event. I will say that. That's a positive. Okay, Raw beat me again in the opener. We're tied for the mid-card. They had a slightly better second mid-card match. And we had a great main event. So, you know what? Fuck you, Raw, for that. Fuck off. It said for the... I mean, I should probably read these more. The rivalries, the fans grow tired of this rivalry. No shit, it's over. Don't worry. All right. I think we're on to the next thing. So this is us. 41,000 fan change. I was hoping it'd be more. We did make $123,000. There were a few interesting notes last week, so let's see. It says, great SmackDown tonight, good matches, I agree. Sasha and Tony are an incredible tag team. Did you guys see Natalya, Jim, Tony Storm? Totally uncalled for. That match with Tegan Knox was so good. Dakota Kai unlucky to lose that. Dakota Kai versus Tegan is reaching its limit. Needs to get settled on the biggest stage before it gets. I mean, that was the biggest stage. Maybe we'll continue. Maybe I'll do another match at the pay-per-view, but it sounds like that would not be a good idea. Tyler Bate getting even with Roman Reigns tonight. Loving this rivalry. So yeah, I think Roman Reigns won the first match, and the fact that people remember that they include that in the notes here is really fucking cool. I like that every match in this week's SmackDown felt different from the last one. Kept me interested. Yeah, I mean, some of these notes are pretty accurate. That's cool. All right, now we move on to Raw. We won Health Spa 3. Cool. I don't really use that stuff, but I probably should. Let's see. How did SmackDown Raw do? 36,000 fans. So we got the better of Raw in that degree. They're still winning, obviously, but we got a 5,000. We closed the gap by 5,000 fans. And they have $684,000. And we are down, let's see, they are up 2,042,000. And we're still losing by a lot. I have 1,918,000. So I am losing by 120 something. That last pay-per-view fucking killed me. It was one of those shows that did me in. We're in Memphis this coming week. Oh, we have a lot of notes. A lot of chats. We'll get into this. I was going to say, I'm trying not to read the note real quick before we get started, but we have 1 week till SummerSlam, so now let's get into the notes there. Triple H says, you're not going to like this, but none of Jeff Hardy, Natalya, and Riddle can take part in your show this week. Sorry about that. I don't know. Let's see what he says. No reason given. No reason at all. Jeff Hardy, I mean, we didn't really need Jeff on the show. I was going to probably have him on the show tonight, but Natalya was supposed to go with the tag titles. Riddle I wasn't doing much with anyway. Let's see. Keith said, hey, my contract at SmackDown is up at the end of the week. Let's see. I'd be interested in staying, and the cost would be $49,000. Nah, that seems reasonable. I'll let him. We'll give him what he wants. Great, looking forward to staying with SmackDown. Hey, my contract at SmackDown is up at the end of the week. I'd be interested in staying, and the cost would be $30. Now, let's make it $20. I'm not even doing much with Apollo. I haven't done this option yet where I, negotiate for less, but, I mean, I'm not doing shit with him. Not what I was looking for, but I'll take it. See you next week. All right, moderate decrease to Apollo's morale. I don't give a shit. I would say, get over it, but I am the reason why he's not being used. Triple H says, the fans are starting to get a little tired of Dakota versus Tegan. After a rivalry has had its first match at level 4, you won't get a full bonus from it in subsequent rematches until you make that booking at a pay-per-view, where you'll get the maximum bonus for concluding the rivalry. All right, so we're going to conclude it at SummerSlam in another step match, I guess. John Cena said, that loser Cedric attacked me last night during the fight. I'm not going to stand for garbage like that. I want to settle things in the ring with him within the next 3 weeks. Yeah, sure, I guess. That's fine. All right, small increase to John Cena's morale. Look, Ripley has been handing me nothing but losses. Isn't there someone on the roster you can match me up with against for a change? Yeah, I guess seems reasonable. Thanks, this is just, but I need to get my head back in the game. I mean, we will put her up against someone else, but Rhea, I mean, she's feuding with Candice, really. It's not really about Rhea. Let's be fair here. All right. So we have 1 week to go until the pay-per-view. So it's this SmackDown and then SummerSlam. We are going to we'll probably do the women's tag title match on the show. I think that would make the most sense. I was going to do it tonight, but maybe it's for the better I don't. I was going to do Edge and Jeff tonight too, but again, can't do that. Let's do something else. We're call out, role change advertising. Edge will call out Keith Lee. That makes sense. We're doing the women's tag team title match. Oh, no, I can't do the women's tag team title match. Fuck. Because Natalia's not on the show tonight. Who are the women's tag team champions anyway? I already said Dakota and Tony. They're not on the show. Riddle I wasn't going to use anyway. That's fine. Roman and Tyler are going to face off on Sunday as well. Let's do one-on-one Roman against Trent Seven, his buddy. Interference on. Let's see. Beep, 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 beep. Tyler Bate will go after Roman Reigns. Makes sense. Beep, boop, beep, beep. Rhea. What are we doing with Rhea? Are we having a women's title match on Sunday? I don't remember. She wants to face someone other than Rhea, though. That's what she said. We'll probably just do a rematch tonight with Sasha and Candice, right? And have Rhea and get involved. Let's have her get involved. Bayley can face Tony tonight, right? Bayley can face Tony. Natalya can't get involved, but we'll do that because Dakota and Tegan are going to be busy. All right, so let's do call out. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Dakota will call out Tegan for one more match. I thought we were done last week, but it kind of indicated we have to blow it off on Sunday. We can't double book people, too, unfortunately. We'll do that. We will do Sasha. Where's Sasha? Sasha and Candice. Interference from Rhea Ripley. Going against Sasha. Oh, I want to face someone else. Well, deal with it. You got a rematch for the SmackDown Women's Championship at some point. That's the way I see this playing out. Bayley versus Toni Storm. All right. And then we're not having Tegan get involved. Natalya can't get involved. Who's Bayley's partner? Natalya or Dakota? Interference. Dakota can't get involved. All right. We're going to do Bayley and Tony tonight. Oh, I just fucked it up. Tony, Bayley. A lot of women's representation, which is great. We have like 3 women's feuds going on right now, which is awesome. Let's see. What else can we do? Ricochet is here. Not sure what we're doing with Ricochet. Can he call out someone who's not on the show? No, you can't even use them. Fuck. Cena, Styles. We'll blow that off on the pay-per-view. Oh, we're giving him a rematch. I already said this earlier. We already told him this. One-on-one match. Cena. You know what? We'll do this. We'll make Cena. That's a Hell in the Cell worthy match, I think, on Sunday. A rivalry is stale. Fuck off. Tables. Yeah, we'll do a tables match tonight with him and Cedric, and do interference on AJ attacking Cena. So we'll do that. What's the fucking double cost? Do not put Sasha Banks in a match this week. All right. Well, I'm gonna do it at the pay-per-view then. To get double cost, and double cost would be worth it. Maybe we won't put Sasha in a match then. All right, we got to clear this then. We'll give Triple H what he wants. Let's see. Call out Sasha calling out Candice. Well, she already. Why would she call her out? I mean, I guess they won the tag match last week. I guess that makes sense. All right. We'll do that. We'll call her out. And who's left? We're doing these 3. Damn, we got a decent amount of people this week. Maybe we could do a tag match, right? I'm not using Apollo. Sorry, Apollo. Rollins and Owens are feuding, right? And I don't think you could do... Can you do intergender? No, you can't. That sucks. Not that I was going to. I'm just curious. At least not this week. That would be useful for the future. Let's see. Maybe a tag. Maybe Owens and Rollins on opposite sides. Well, you know, let's have Ricochet take on Owens tonight, and Rollins will get involved. I know interference in every match isn't ideal, but that's the only way this fucking game will further feuds and shit. Alright, no, sorry. Alright, fuck. Kevin Owens and Ricochet. And he'll go after Owens. So what I'm thinking our pay-per-view card is going to look like, because we can't do the women's tag team title match, I don't think. We have to do Dakota and Tegan on the pay-per-view. We are doing that. We are doing... Okay, so let me count out my hand right here, because we have 5 matches on the show. 5, I'm pretty sure. We have 4 on SmackDown, 5 on the show, and then 4 promos. So we're going to do... probably Edge and Keith, because Keith pinned Edge. He should get the next title shot. We will do Edge and Keith for the Universal title. That's 1. We will do Dakota and Tegan, blow off of their feud. That's 2. We will do Cena and Styles in a blow off of their feud. That's 3. Very likely inside Hell in a Cell. Roman and Tyler Bate will be 4. And Rollins and Owens will be 5. I think that's a complete card right there. Oh, what about Sasha and Candice? One of those matches we can't do. One of these matches, maybe we'll save Owens and Rollins. Isn't it like level 1? I mean, these two are higher up. Yeah, let's do Owens and Rollins on. We'll do that on one on SmackDown next week. I would like to put them on the show, but I think we have enough matches where we have enough. It is cool. We have a lot of feuds going on right now. That makes sense, which is cool. We'll have like a Hardy call out Edge or whatever, so he's on the show. All right, so that's our show for next week. We'll do the show logistics and shit now, unless it doesn't save. Thunderdome, we will do Veteran Crew, we will do this, and we will do that. Manage roster, power cards. Add 1 week to free agent. I'm not going to buy that. 1 randomly booked Extreme Rules match on your show will receive a higher than normal. We'll buy this. We will buy this. Because I can use that for when we have our pay-per-view. I used it last week and we got a fucking classic main event out of it with Tegan and Dakota. We'll probably do that next week. I'm going to use that next week. I'm going to use that this week. Or next week as well. That one we can't use. I'll use that at some point. Oh, we can't use it for these people. Send the chosen superstar to a top spot to recover 6 or more stamina this week. They will be busy this week and unable to be booked for this week's show. I think we're using all of these people, are we not? Are they... Wow, what is going on here? Rhea is not on the show, right? Okay, so we can use the power card on these people because they're not currently booked. That's the thing. 85, 95. I mean, it doesn't even really matter. Their stamina is all 85. We'll use it on Tegan because Tegan has an 85 stamina. I don't really want to risk it, though. It's fine. I don't want to risk it and they're not on the show. I think I'd be fine, but we're whatever. I don't want to ruin anything just in case. Yeah, that's gonna be okay. We're doing that tonight. We already did this. Team with Bayley this week. I told Natalya she would partner with Bayley in a tag match within the next 3 weeks. That's this week, dude. God damn it. Well, she can't. She's not on the show. I can't use her, so that's not my fault. Not my fault. Alright, it is what it is. So, this will be the show for next week's episode. Toni Storm taking on Bayley one-on-one before the women's tag team title matchup, either on, not Sunday, but probably SmackDown next week. Sasha Banks calling out Candice ahead of a rematch on Sunday. Kevin Owens taking on the newly turned Ricochet with a run-in from Seth Rollins. Dakota Kai being calling out Tegan Knox ahead of the rematch on Sunday, SummerSlam. Roman Reigns going one-on-one with Trent Seven, run-in from Tyler Bate. Edge calling out Keith Lee before their Universal Championship match at the pay-per-view. And John Cena takes on Cedric Alexander in a tables match with interference from AJ Styles. We have run-ins in all 3 of these matches. We will only be able to watch Tony versus Bayley because I can't watch these three, and I want interference in all three. So we will just have to watch this match for next week. Until then, guys, thank you as always for checking out hashtag GSM4GM. I appreciate it. Be sure to like the video, drop a comment, share the video, and subscribe to the channel for more daily content. Check out the link in the description box down below for more WWE 2K22 gameplay videos, including, in addition to just the 2K GM stuff, we also have other matches played and gameplay and stuff like that. So, with all that being said, guys, have an awesome one. I'm Graham GSM Matthews. We'll catch you for episode 15 next week, and I'll catch your ass down the road.